Drops. Welcome to Kauf Drops. We got a lot going on in the world today. We'll get right to it. The Supreme Court ruled against the Kentucky gay marriage ban this week. Now, marriage in Kentucky can be between any two consensual siblings. In New York this week, a woman was hit by 3 subway trains and lived. We couldn't reach her ourselves, but reports say this wasn't the first time she had had multiple trains run on her. Actress Cameron Diaz is going to appear nude for the first time in her career in her upcoming movie Sex Tape. See some happy fans about that. Keep the hands above the tables, will this be alright? Cameron says by doing this she hopes to inspire other actresses to do the same thing, and it's working. This fall you can see Betty White in the new upcoming movie Golden Shower Girls. Kathy Bates will also be appearing nude again on the big screen, this time in a remake of the popular 1960s movie Please Put Your Clothes Back On. A one-handed female guitarist went on to the next round in Rising Star, a televised talent show. She's now made it to round 2. We don't have a joke about this. In fact, we think this is a pretty inspiring story and wish her the best of luck. I just wonder what song she's going to play. Probably One Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette. He's got the whole world in his hand. One Hand, One Heart maybe. Strong Hand, Willie and the Hand Jive. In other news, internet late night talk show host was arrested after beating a dead horse on stage. Shia LaBeouf is in the news. Representatives for Shia LaBeouf says he's currently going through treatment for alcohol, and this is the reason for his problems in the past. Representatives for alcohol disagree, saying there is no way their product can make anybody that big of an asshole. In his defense, you'd be an asshole too if your name was Shia LaBeouf. Shia was replaced as the lead in Transformers by Mark Wahlberg. That's a new level of asshole when machines don't want to work with you anymore. Mark Wahlberg actually walked off of the set of Transformers 4 at one point when Michael Bay referred to the Autobots as the Funky Bunch. And finally this week, a black man in New Jersey is suing a paint store he used to work for after they named a color after him. And that color was called Clinton Black. The owner was outraged, says this is in no way racist. In fact, this was the start of a new line of colors for the paint store. Colors to follow would be Tokyo Yellow, Border Hopping Brown, and All Hail White. Alright, that's our show. We got a great show. Alright, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We got Chris Porter in the house. We got AJ Young in the house. Give it up for Biscuits and Gravy. Welcome back to our show, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we like to start off with this skit we call the Top 0 list. A lot of talk shows like to do the Top 10 list, but we're only 15 minutes long. We don't have time for that. So every week we can provide a topic that we have 0 answers for. In this week's topic, reasons to not let your children play with fireworks this year. And for our next skit. Alright, the recent we have a guest in the house tonight. The recent Supreme Court ruling in favor of Hobby Lobby not providing birth control or being in favor of abortions has got a lot of people asking the questions, what is life going to be like for all these unwanted children? So we decided to ask one of them ourselves. You don't get to run a show like Kauf Drops without knowing some failed abortions. So please welcome Danny, the unwanted bastard son of a Hobby Lobby clerk.
Yeah!
There you go. How are you today, Danny?
Oh, great. This is so exciting.
Thanks for being here. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you. No one's ever said it's a pleasure to have me before.
So, being from the family that you are, with the recent events of a lot of people going against Hobby Lobby for not providing birth control for their women, how do you feel as a survivor from this?
Well, I think there's a lot of kids, that really just deserve to be born out there. I mean, my mom didn't want to have me, but here I am. And I'm doing great.
We'll decide that before we're finished. So you were really poor. How did you tell your story? So how did you come to be with your mom? Worked at Hobby Lobby, or?
Well, my mom worked at Hobby Lobby, and she was wooed by a charming young yarn supervisor. And they couldn't afford birth control because of Hobby Lobby's plan. So now you got me.
And so I imagine you guys were pretty fucking poor growing up.
We didn't have a lot, no.
I understand that you weren't even born in a hospital because you didn't have the money. Is that right?
Oh, no. I was born in the yarn aisle at Hobby Lobby under the supervision of my dad.
I understand Hobby Lobby even helped build your nursery as a child. Is that?
Yeah, they gave my mom a lot of lead paint to build my nursery.
That's really nice. And so you were sick growing up. Like the story about you were sick or something.
No, I had spina bifida since a young boy, but I'm better now.
Well, that's good. So how did that happen? Did the Hobby Lobby help you? Did they pay for your surgery? I understand.
Oh, no. They just rebuilt me a new spine with popsicle sticks and hot glue.
That is really wonderful. So, are you currently in a relationship, Danny, or?
Yeah, on account of my health problems, Dustin, I can't exactly get fully erect, but as we like to say in the Hobby Lobby community, I can't get wood, but I can get wicker.
Alright, Danny, the unwanted bastard son of a Hobby Lobby clerk, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. We wrote that about 2 hours ago. That's wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure and honor. This is 1 month for Cough Drops now. The shows keep getting bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, a man originally from Kansas City who's gone on to do wonderful things. He's took second on Last Comic Standing against Josh Blue. He has a special out on Netflix right now. Put your hands together for the one and only Chris Porter.
Third on Last Comic.
Was it third?
There was a black guy.
Nobody even knows about it. It's you and Josh Blue.
Well, and America's racist.
Who was second that year?
Ty Barnett.
Was that Ty?
He's a good friend of mine.
I know Ty.
Yeah. It was.
I know Ty, and I still didn't even know he took second.
He doesn't either. He thought he placed fourth, and then I could run the finale for him. And I'm like, see how I'm not on it?
Man, it's a pleasure to have you here. Congratulations on everything and all your success, man.
I appreciate it.
Especially your new album, Ugly and Angry.
Yeah.
It's available on Netflix right now.
It is.
How's that going?
It's fine. I don't know. I try not to keep tabs on it, because then if it sucks, I know. I made the mistake of reading a couple of reviews, like literally 5 minutes before I went on stage one night in Dallas. Well, I didn't know there was a review page, and I found that. And you don't read the 5-star ones, you read the 1-star ones. And they are mean. Like one guy's review was, he started with a Starbucks joke, worst comic ever. That's fair. I felt like that was fair.
That's all it takes is
One guy said, fuck my family. I was like, fuck that guy, fuck his family. I'm like, okay. My favorite one was, this picks up halfway through. This review must be 80 characters long. Hamburger rectangle butthole. I was like, that's a good one. It's well thought out and it's even-handed. One guy said I was a fucking brand comic and that I was getting paid from all the companies that I was naming in my act. Yeah, right? That, by the way, that doesn't fucking happen.
Product placement.
I wouldn't even make sentences. I would just name products for 45 minutes. I would make $90,000 a set. And you'd be like, it's not funny. I'd be like, well, the new pool's hilarious.
Product placement only exists on film, such as this boulevard right here. Sponsorship.
I would love it if Boulevard sponsored me. That would be the shit. I wouldn't live long. It'd be a fun 2 years.
Where'd you film your special?
At the Folly. Not too far from here. Yeah. I'm trying, I got a say in this one. The next one they're talking about maybe doing somewhere else. I may not have a say in that, but.
Did you have to fight? You're like, I want to film this in my hometown?
I suggested it, and then they went with it. And I did get to pick the Folly. I went to the Folly when I was a kid, and we saw the Alvin Ailey dancers. Yeah. And I just remember how beautiful it was.
Yeah.
And so when we were thinking, because Uptown was too big, and so the Folly, it came out, and when I, excuse me, by Boulevard. That was a single line code. So so we did the Folly. What was your question? Sorry.
That was it.
You guys get some weed in that bird.
That was my question.
Yeah, the Folly.
I'm out of questions. I'm just living in it. We got Chris Porter on the fucking show.
I remember you crashed on my couch.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
One of the first nights I went to LA.
The funniest, he came and saw my band play, which was super cool. And then as we were going out in between sets to get high, and Dustin goes, oh, this street I can park all night. I think I'll just sleep here. I go, wait, what? And you're like, I'm just gonna sleep in my car. And I was like, fucking, you can come over for tonight. Because I didn't want you to end up being the dude on my couch. Which you have that look, right? He looks like a couch dude.
I do, but I'm a dude with a house and a family.
I know. Not at the time, though.
No, definitely not at the
This
time.
was pre-house and family.
I was homeless, dude.
No one was fucking you on that street.
That's wonderful.
But that was a fun night. We had a good night. You came over, we got super stoned, and watched movies.
A lot of your fans you see on the road don't realize that how much you love music and that you actually do play in a band.
Yeah, it's a cover band. It's like a recreational softball.
But it's amazing. If you guys have never had a chance to hear or see the Boondoggle, check them out on YouTube.
We're a competitive softball team. We got a few ringers, a couple of guys who used to play pro.
All right, not this weekend, but we're on Monday. So where are you going to be in the next couple weeks?
What is today supposed to be? Monday?
Today's Monday. Hope you had a good 4th of July.
America. I'll be in Des Moines this weekend. Don't be jealous. And then I'll be back here. I'll be at the Improv in Zona Rosa the 17th through the 20th, and I've got almost a whole new 45 minutes. So it'll be. Here's what happens. I got 45 minutes material that I'm working on, and I've never done it this way. Normally I just write it in 7-minute chunks. But this time, because the album came out all at once, I had to write it all at once. And so I have this 45-minute thing, and sometimes I forget it. So if I do old jokes at the end, sorry. And I have contractual obligations. So if you come to the shows and I do rape nudge, you're welcome.
All right, Chris Porter, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure and an honor to bring up our next guest. This man is beyond musically talented. I am so honored to have him on the show. He walked into the bar a couple weeks ago, and it was so amazing, and he literally brought the house down. I had to bring him back. Put your hands together for the one and only AJ. Go.
That we did last week. Last time I was in here, and the song is called "Could Have Been Worse," and it's on the upcoming EP. We actually had a show last week for those that came out, opening up for the Fray at the Starlight Theater. So it went great, and we're working on a few other shows. So this song is called "Could Have Been Worse." If you haven't got to hear it yet, you will soon. It will be on CD, and it's just basically about getting in a relationship and realizing once you get out of it and it's over that it could have been worse and you could have got married to that person.
I was gon' chop it. You swear to God, life without you was not it. Was the one used to hold you down, had your back when no one else would now. That it's over and we go our ways. It still hurts for real. It could have been worse. Hey, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I was there when the boss said job had nowhere to say. Up enough to keep your head solid, babe. You lit to my wouldn't let you come on. Dude on the side wouldn't let you alone. I was there, when your car broke down. I take the bus just to get round town. All I had, so when you want this, you never know what good thing. So it's gone. You broke something that you should've known. I was out so I wouldn't have let you go. I never would have changed. Here goes something that you should have known. I was down so I wouldn't have let you go. You never would have changed. You love me, the way that I loved you. I'm not to say that. What are you for? Yes, I'm glad that you love me. The way that I loved you, no. So I can say that. I can be